We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Gibson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by Micah McFadden. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They'll run with Gibson. Nifty move. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
60-6.
Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Samuel going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready. Back to 60. 65.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, New York.
A first down carry for Barkley. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Willis. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go through the well so many times in the game, but the defense starting to anticipate the call.
On third down, it's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Flash.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 44 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On the set. Fix the Eagles! Hurt!
In motion right is Robinson. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Powell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw, Howell. And he rifles one incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now he'll look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Touchdown! Colin Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Willis. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Check mash, go!
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's 3rd and 3. Willis looking to throw it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Bellinger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Willis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Willis. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And another long drive from the offense where the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
First down, Howell to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now a 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Howell now to throw it. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Howell. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Another throw for Howell. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A 30-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Holmes returning from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10, Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And the Giants first down.
Willis looking to throw it. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
1 yard gain.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
27-yard line.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Willis to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Left side, he's got Robinson. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Wan'Dale Robinson. First and goal, New York.
Go!
Willis will look to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun on third down, Howell. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a second and 10 upcoming. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Wan'Dale Robinson taking it in. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
there set and ready for this next drive. The Washington offense still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Gibson again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Commanders first down. Here we go. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
70 Lions.
Once more, Gibson. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Dotson in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Commanders 28, Giants 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
125 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Again, it's Willis to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Willis got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
Here's Willis.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Commanders 42, Giants 21.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll go again with Gibson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Third down, it's Willis. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And as this defense walks off the field,